everyone, I'm Marcia Bent from Think Premium, and today for our marketing tidbit, I'm actually going to do a part 2 on needs-based marketing. So with this version, I'll actually be giving you several ideas that you can use to implement needs-based marketing in your business, regardless of what it is. And the beauty of needs-based marketing is that one, it's customer centric. So it's done based on the specific needs of the customers in your market. It is versatile, meaning that you can quickly course correct and it can potentially save you a lot of money because you won't be wasting time on products, services, or marketing campaigns that the people in your target audience simply wouldn't care about. And lastly, it's a great way to get really useful customer insight because you get to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. So several things that you can use to market your business in general. Many persons know of them already. It's your social media, it's your email marketing, it's your flyers, it's your door knocking, it's your cold calling, it's calling people in your sphere of influence or your warm calling, it's reaching out to people in your allied resources, it's events, it's giveaways. Many of you already know what these items are. Here's how you can use needs-based marketing to tailor your approach. So one, with social media marketing, you're going to ensure that the content that you share is specifically based on things that your customers care about. Here's an example. Let's say you are a real estate agent and you're targeting first-time home buyers. Then that means that the content that you share would be geared around those persons. So not just tips, because tips can get a little wordy. Even if you use a wide variety of videos and photos and infographics, it can still get a little bit much. So you want to use a combination of tips, interviews from, let's say, mortgage officers that, first-time home buyers need to get in touch with, insurance agents that, first-time home buyers who are using a mortgage will need, because you need to have a life insurance policy to be assigned to the mortgage company should something happen to the mortgagee during the lifetime of them having the mortgage, and several things that will be useful for them as a first-time home buyer. You can also walk them through what's the process of getting pre-qualified, pre-approved for a mortgage, etc. And do all of that through your social media content. And of course, sharing properties that a first-time home buyer would most likely be able to afford. So based on your own research, or even just asking other agents, or even while you're speaking to first-time home buyers, you'll hear the price ranges that they can typically afford in your area. And in doubt, you can always ask other mortgage officers as well. So that's an example. Let's say that you are let's say you are a loans officer and you are trying to reach out to persons between the ages of 20 and 30. Okay, where are persons who are between the ages of 20 and 30? Many of them are in university. Many of them may work, but they may be in lower tiers of the company. So let's say that in addition to doing pop-ups at orientations at universities or on college campuses to promote your loan products or your credit cards, you can also do, and this is with permission of the companies, you can do pop-up presentations at the companies to reach out to persons who would be in a particular position or in a particular department where there would be a high number of persons who are between the ages of 20 and 30, let's say junior doctors, etc. Or you can actually go a step further. Not only can you use social media, you can also use facilities that a lot of those persons would probably take a lot of advantage of. That could be, you can actually start reaching out to gyms. You can also reach out to student living properties or student living facilities, not just on universities, but close to universities, surrounding communities close to universities, and promote your products and services. Or you can even use social media and you can promote your products and services there using photos, images, videos that persons within that age range would appreciate. So that's something you can look on as well. And job fairs are also useful too. And another thing that you can bear in mind with needs-based marketing, it's not restrictive. So it really doesn't matter what platform you choose. What matters is the message that you're trying to convey, and will your target audience pay attention to that platform. So for example, going back to a mortgage officer that's trying to target college students, I wouldn't necessarily invest in a billboard. Why? Because a college student's probably on their phone anyway. You probably would get way more value for money running social media ads if you're a mortgage officer than paying for billboard space. That's just the honest truth, because the average college student, if they're taking the bus, they're on their phone. They're really not looking at a billboard. Many of them probably wouldn't even notice that billboard ad if you were to run money or invest your money on that, right? And even flyers as well, depending on how it's done, you may have a better chance in maybe using geo-targeted ads where you see pop-ups that you probably see, let's say through digital, etc., that would pop up on your phone and present that digital flyer rather than you trying to give out physical flyers. So let's say you can implement geo-targeting by reaching out to your telecommunications company and running your digital copy of your flyer on phones in a particular location at a particular time. That's something that you could try as well. Another thing that you could try to, let's say that you're a restaurant, right? You're new to an area, you want to get persons coming in. Something that would be useful, and this is something I actually noticed fairly recently, was you not only can you do lunch specials, you can actually reach out to surrounding companies and promote the fact that you have a restaurant. You can highlight the fact that you do delivery. You can also get onto websites that do delivery services as well. And there's also social media. So you want to present the products fresh from the pot. You want them steaming and everything, so when people see it, they're like, ooh, I need to eat. So that's something that you need to think about.